Humboldt County depends on these mobile homes for affordability.
Humboldt County has lived just fine without another government bureaucracy for many years.
In 2005, Linda Connolly bought this $17,000 mobile home. Mobile home owners own their homes but rent lot space for those homes in mobile home parks, like this one at the foot of Humboldt Hill.
People just like me, they just didn't realize what was going to happen. They just knew they could afford the rent in here. They bought their place and they thought they were done. But then the increases started. 2010, it went up $10 a month. 2011, it was 10, and 2013, it was 15.
Humboldt County's ballot measure V would limit mobile home rent increases to the percentage rise in the consumer price index, or roughly the inflation rate. The red line shows the maximum year-to-year monthly rent Connolly would have paid under Measure V. The more expensive green line shows what she actually paid. She currently pays $457 a month. Under Measure V, she'd pay a maximum of $419.
We are subject to being gouged because these homes really aren't mobile. We have to be on the pad that the home which we own sits on, and we become captive and subject to exploitation.
A Florida court agreed, noting that mobile home owners have fewer options than traditional renters.
When you're going to sell your home, in my park here, they raise it as high as $125 a month for the new buyer. So buyers don't want to buy in my park. They go somewhere else where it's less expensive. The ordinance protects us from that.
When a home sells under Measure V, the rent is capped at a 5% increase. One McKinleyville park owner is protecting his investment against that restriction at the 11th hour. He bumped one homeowner's rent by $12, but told her that effective October 31st, anyone buying her home will pay nearly $150 a month more.
There is no means testing. Everybody's rent will be controlled by this law. We have plenty of people who are not poor, and why should they be subsidized their housing because they happen to live in a mobile home? If we have seniors who need assistance, maybe we ought to take that $5 a month fee and create a rental assistance program.
Under Measure V, mobile homeowners would pay that fee to the county to administer rent control.
If we want to have a hearing about raising our rents because our costs have gone up, we need to go to the county, file a bunch of paperwork. The county has to bring an expert in from Sacramento. It has to be a lawyer. With the price of lawyers today, let alone 20 years from now, we're going to blow through that $5 a month really fast.
Legal costs doomed the city of Capitola's ordinance. Carson taxpayers owe millions for unfairly applying their law. But activists say Measure V is modeled after the city of Marina's successful program. Last year, the McKinleyville Municipal Advisory Committee called for an alternative to rent control.
Another way to resolve the concern of rising rents is a long-term lease. Mobile home park owners are willing to sign 5-year, 10-year, 15-year leases, and you will know exactly in advance what your rent increase will be, and it'll all be stipulated, so there will be no surprises.
What has surprised some locals is the out-of-the-area lobbyists and park owners spending tens of thousands of dollars to defeat Measure V. This Sacramento corporation faced a Proposition 13-influenced $52,000 hike in property taxes when it took over this McKinleyville park in 2015. The management company spiked rents $42 combined in consecutive summers, $17 more than Measure V would have allowed. Measure V would also require park owners to gain approval from the majority of homeowners before charging them for park upgrades.
The residents on Thunderbird Drive had asked for newer lighting. Now, if Measure V were to pass, I don't know if I'd be able to get the tenants on the other two streets agreed to spend $57,000 and improve the street lighting there.
One of the parks in Humboldt County, the corporation that bought it said, we're building a $300,000 clubhouse here. And everybody said, no, we don't want that. Could you just fix the washers and dryers in the laundry room? And they say proudly, we're gentrifying the parks. And what that means is we're eliminating affordable housing. We don't want people who are low income to live in their homes in parks anymore.
No matter where you live in Humboldt, you can vote on Measure V if you're registered. But even if the majority passes it, the ordinance won't apply in the county's 7 incorporated cities. It will cap rents for up to 1,500 homeowners like Linda Conley living in at least 42 parks in the unincorporated county.
If it goes up $15 a year, eventually I will be homeless.
Eric Black, KHSU, Arcata.